Today's reading will be from Titus chapter 2, and we will talk about how God is a stronghold for all. Hello, and welcome to Spirit Among Us. Titus chapter 2, verse 11. For the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people. Throughout this life, oftentimes when we try to live lives apart from God, we end up reaching the conclusion that we are not very strong. We find that the promise in Romans 3:23 rings true, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. When we reach this point, we can feel worthless. We can feel that we are completely unworthy of anything to do with God. God is perfect in nature and naturally holy, so by design we are unworthy. But let's continue reading here. Verse 24. And all are justified freely by His grace through the redemption that comes by Jesus Christ. God presented Christ as a sacrifice of atonement through the shedding of His blood. God doesn't look at our actions to determine if we are worthy, but we are guaranteed that all have been justified by the sacrifice Jesus made on the cross. No matter who you are, all are justified freely by His grace. And back to Titus chapter 2. For God's grace has granted salvation to all people. It's by God's amazing mercy that we are saved. It is by His mercy that we are granted these promises. The promise of God as our fortress, that we can be unshakable in Him, is freely given to all. Everyone has access to the powerful fortress and protection that God gives. Does this promise ring true in your life? Do you see this promise ring true in the lives of those around you? Bring your heart to the understanding that God's promises are available to everyone, and that God is a fortress for anyone who needs it. Thank you for watching, and God bless.